Hello, welcome to my channel and my first ever YouTube video. My name is Carly and I'm from England, as you can probably tell by the accent. Basically this video is just going to be a tour of my latest Animal Crossing island that I've just completed, and I will be making the dream address live at the time of posting this video. I will say you might want to check the dream address out if you want a fully in-depth look at this island. This is my first video, I'm a little bit nervous, so I might rush through things. As you can see, this is my map. I have Kiki, Patty, Coco, Ketchup, Pietro, O'Hare, Audie, Grizzly, Tad and Raymond, and each one of them have their own themed little place on the island. I think the best thing to do, or the thing I feel most comfortable with, is to just kind of roughly talk you through the island as I go, but just tell you a little bit about me and about my ideas behind this island. So first of all, we're going to start by going towards the left side of the island. Pomelo is supposed to be a once thriving tourist trap town which has now seen better days. So it has everything that you would think a tourist town would have, but it hasn't seen a tourist in decades. So it's a little run down and it needs some TLC. So you just saw Nooks there. This is Able Sisters. I find it really tricky to fit Able Sisters and Nooks into my themes. So I was quite grateful for this scaffolding because it kind of hides things. You don't really know if it's falling down or being fixed, and I think that's just a good way to disguise them, I suppose, without doing any major design work. This little section here, this food truck section, this was inspired by someone on Reddit, but I can't for the life of me remember their details, so I will post that below so you can check that out. I do like to try and give credit where credit is due, and that definitely wasn't my original idea. This is Tad's plant shop. I will insert a picture of what the inside looks like. On the dream address, I can't remember which villagers' houses you can go inside, but there's only a few, so I will try and post little pictures. The pictures will probably be the same ones from my Instagram, which is carlymay.crossing, so if you head on over there you'll be able to see that and some other photographs as well. This is Audie's surf shop. Again, I'll insert another picture. You'll have to excuse me for all the times I say I'm trying to work on it. As I say, I'm a little bit nervous, but we can go inside Audie's house, which is great. Well, have to excuse me. I was suffering with a little bit of burnout towards the end of this island, and as you can see, I've just switched that off. It has the wrong custom code in it, and I did not want to go back to pay for her house to be reorganised just to remove it, so I've left it in there. And yeah, I apologise if you're wondering why is there a piece of slime going through the projector on Audie's little screen there. This is the orchard. Again, this was, I want to say heavily inspired, but basically copied from a Twitter user. Again, I will post her link down below. Hers was amazing. I probably haven't done it as much justice as she did, but I love it, and it leads on to Coco's little apple shop, which I'll insert the picture for. I really liked how this one turned out. I thought it was really cute. On all of my previous islands, I never thought to do a specific fruit orchard. I've always done mixed ones, but I really enjoyed doing the apple orchard, so that's something I might look into again for future islands. We're now going back over to the right hand side of the island. As we do that, I'll just tell you a little bit about myself. So I'm 33 years old. Obsessed with Animal Crossing is probably a bit of an understatement. I have to admit, this obsession does come with some burnout. So as I say, I've just finished this island, feeling a little burnt out, so I'm looking forward to having a little break, prioritising YouTube, and then starting my next new island shortly. This is O'Hare's ice cream shop. Again, I will show you a picture of the inside, and that kind of leads up to the museum. Now, I put these codes down here because I thought they just looked a little bit like shipping pallets, and it's where I keep my bugs and my artwork and my fish when I can't be bothered to go to the museum. This is the toxic beach, as you can see. I mean, a bit self-explanatory there. As you can tell, I love the copper oil barrels. So if you walk up here, you'll obviously see resident services. And up here next to that, we have Raymond's information shack. Something filled me with joy giving Raymond this shack because I feel like he would hate it. And there weren't many villages that I thought would be appropriate for an information shack. Raymond had glasses, so he got the short straw there. Up here we have Pietro's, I'm not sure what it is, it's like a circus thing, but he's also just like the gatekeeper of the pier. It's a little bit of an arcade kind of feel to it. Got the little carousel around here. I love that. I had to incorporate it on the island. Down here, this bit was actually super easy to do. As you can see, it's mostly empty, but I wanted everyone to kind of see the potential that it could have had. Like if you imagine it bustling full of people, different people selling different things on the stalls and things like that. So I wanted people to be able to think what it might have been like. This is my rock garden, probably one of my more favourite rock gardens. I've had quite a few different islands in the past. This is the first one that I've decided to kind of go public with. But I'd say I've probably had about 7 or 8 different islands. I've got 2 switches, so I've got a normal switch and a switch light. So I sort of alternate between the 2 of them and sort of restart one at a time. And yeah, that rock garden turned out really well. We walk back down here and straight up the top. This was an island of a lot of firsts, I'm starting to realise. This was the first time that I really messed around with like faux buildings and using simple panels, bunk beds, things like that. Obviously the 2.0 update has really helped with all the building fronts that you can see there. I enjoyed it. I must admit I probably won't be doing it again on another island. I just don't like the fact that it took up so much space, and you kind of have to do it right at the back of the island, I think, for it to visually make sense. It kind of blocks off everything behind it. So maybe if I did do it, I would rethink where I would do it on the island. This is just like a little boating yard where boats would be repaired and fixed, and then you've obviously got the docks there as well that you've just seen me walking past. Up here we have the farm area. My nephew, shout out to you Ezra, is obsessed with farms. So if I didn't do this massive farming area with a tractor, I don't think he would have forgiven me. So yeah, it took a very long time, even using Treasure Islands, to get all of those wheat fields, but we did it. And this is Patty's farmhouse. I'll insert a picture. I kind of love Patty. She was on my first island, my first ever island. I decided to make it farm core, and she was one of the first villagers that I got on a villager hunt, and I just love her. She's one of my favourites, so I've just given her a really nice little farmhouse. Up here we have a couple of other attempts at simple panel buildings. They're not my favourite things, but I kind of liked the idea of them, and I liked using the new short simple panels. So I love the windmill. 2.0 is amazing. This island wouldn't exist without the 2.0 update. As you come up these stairs here, I didn't really know what to do with this area, so I just kind of made it like a public seating area, which oddly enough, leads down to like a drainage system. I wanted it to kind of be like the town's drainage. This was really spur of the moment. I was just in that area kind of figuring out what I wanted it to do, and this is what I came up with, and I actually really love it. It's kind of cute in a weird way. If drainage can be cute, I don't know. But yeah, this bit I get a little bit stuck. I didn't realise I was still in camera mode, so you have to excuse that. I'm a bit of a noob at all of this. Also, if you want any of these custom codes, they are all on my Instagram. I have a highlights reel which has every single custom code that I used on this island. So do go check that out. Again, it's carlymay.crossing. This is my little hybrid garden. Now, some of these hybrid flowers have been with me since my first ever island. I feel like it's the only sentimental thing that I make sure I carry forward with me when I'm making new islands is some of my hybrid gardens and hybrid flowers, sorry. And I actually really love how it turned out on this island. It's the best use of them that I've had so far. Down here we're coming up to Ketchup's house. I think we're going to go inside. Yeah, self-explanatory really, little tomato farm. Love how this turned out. Again, just using one solo vegetable seems to be more aesthetically pleasing to me anyway than using all of the vegetables. So again, it's something that I might look into. I'm desperate to do a carrot farm or something. So Ketchup is doing his little DIY there. Such a cutie. I do think the ducks are my favourite species of Animal Crossing villager. And again, really it's just a cosy house that leads on to the farm. And then when we come back out here, I'm just going to show you this little area. I didn't really know what to do with the space, so I just filled it with water. I feel like when in doubt, just terraform with water. So back up here, we are now going to go towards what was the public swimming pool. This is Kiki's house. This swimming pool area was heavily inspired by Boys Crossing. She is one of my all-time favourite Animal Crossing content creators, I guess. So I had to do this once I saw it. I've tried to make it as unique to me and a little bit different so it wasn't just a direct copy. But yeah, I'd be lying if I didn't say it was 100% inspired by her. So I think now we're going to go inside Kiki's house. This one, again, the burnout was real. I think Kiki's house was the last house that I did out of the 10. So it isn't my greatest achievement, but it's fine. It does what it says on the tin. You know, it's a little space for you to kind of get ready before and after swimming, and it's a bit messy and run down. I mean, Kiki is my all-time favourite Animal Crossing character. She just reminds me so much of my cat, Binks. I'll insert a picture. So I always have to have her on every single island, and I do feel bad that that was the room that I gave her. So I'm so sorry, Kiki. Please forgive me. I'll give you the best house ever on the next island. As you go down this double staircase here, you will get to the campground. And this is Grizzly's little camp supply shop. As you can see, again, the campsite, I kind of reached burnout, found it a little bit tricky. So I just kind of dumped a load of camping stuff there and put a load of weeds on the ground. Gave it a little fishing area and called it a day. Quite happy with the inside of Grizzly's house. I think that looks quite nice. Great camera angles there. Again, complete noob. So we're going to go inside now, and yeah, I think it's nice. I like the cluttered look on the inside. So the ones that are more cluttered, you know, I was a bit more passionate about than the ones like Kiki's, for example, where I had lost the will to live. So yeah, just see camp supplies, there's food, there's, you know, everything you could possibly need should you forget to bring it on your camping trip. I love Grizzly as well. Such a cute character. So now I think we're going to run back through everywhere that we've just come from. Again, please do check out the dream address if you want to look at things at a slower pace or in more detail. Just take your time and chill out and have a look at everything. I do feel like I'm rushing through this a little bit. As I say, check out my Instagram for detailed photos of every single house and just some general nice shots of the island. I will be starting a new island very shortly. I'm not sure if I'm going to live stream any of it. I'm a bit scared to say the L word, but I will be trying to film some of it for some future videos. So I don't know, I guess that's it for the tour. Let me know if you liked what you saw. Please, I'm open to any critiques that you may have in terms of what you think I should or shouldn't be doing. I know the Animal Crossing community is one of the most amazing communities on the planet, so if I can at least, you know, reach out to some of you and we can just kind of build our own little relationships within the community, that would be amazing. Let me know if you want to see more videos. I mean, this could be the first and last if you guys absolutely hate my voice. I know I do. Let me know if there are any other videos you want me to do, anything else that you want to know about me. And yeah, that was Pomelo. Follow me on Instagram, subscribe here if you want to, and I will speak to you soon.
Subscribe to my videos and hit the bell. Ring. Bye for now. See you soon.